my channel. If you want to know how I got this look right here, please keep watching. Hi and welcome back. First things first, let's put the hair back so it doesn't get in our way. Now I'm going to prime my eyes. I'm using a concealer, but you can prime with anything that you have and that you currently love. So I'm going to be doing a teal bluish summery look, and I hope you guys love this look as much as I do. I just recently started playing with color, and so let's get started. So here I'm using the Masquerade palette from Juvia's Place, and I'm going to use this first shade right here, and I'm going to take a soft fluffy brush, and I'm going to, in windshield wiper motion, I'm going to apply it to my crease and my lids. Now the trick with blue is don't go too far up because you don't want to look like you got hit and you have a bruised eye. So like I said, into your socket and right below it, and make sure you blend. This look is pretty easy, but it requires a lot of blending. So here I'm using a clean brush and I'm just blending out the edges. Now I'm using this dark blue, and I'm using that just to add a little bit more dimension. I'm adding it once again into the crease and focusing it more towards the outer part of the eye, and that is to add more dimension so it has a little bit of depth into the eye, so that when you look at my eyes it doesn't just have one tone. Now I'm going into the Jaclyn Hill palette for this beautiful blue, and I'm going to take a small brush. This is the M507 from Morphe, and I'm going to focus that on the outer V portion of my eye, and I'm going to make sure that it's blended in. This blue, I wish it picked up better on camera, but oh my goodness, it looked so beautiful in real life. It was just amazing. Now I'm taking my MAC 242 brush and back to the Masquerade palette. I'm taking the first color and I'm going to add a little bit of Fix Plus. And with the Fix Plus, it just amplifies the look. It makes the shimmery more brighter, and it kind of makes the look much more cleaner per se. And what do you know? Now we're blending again. Like I said, a very easy look, but a lot of blending. Now here I'm taking my eye makeup remover and a pointy Q-tip, and I'm going to clean under my eyes and clean up all the fallout, which is not a lot, but I'm also going to create a little winged out look. This is another alternative to wearing tape, which is my favorite thing to do. Onto the face, I'm using my Becca First Light Priming Filter. What do you know? My skin is dry for those of you who are new, and I'm applying this to my face so that it gives my skin hydration before I go in with my Makeup Forever Ultra HD Foundation. This is my summer shade, and although I'm looking like it's a little bit too dark for my skin, trust me, it matches the rest of my body. I'm going to use the G6 Morphe brush. It's like a flat buffer brush for this foundation, and it works very well. It blends it in and pushes the product into the skin so that it looks like skin and not like something that's sitting on top. Now I'm using concealer. This is the Becca Aqua Luminous Concealer. I have a love-hate relationship with it. I love the formula, but the color, this is light and yet it looks kind of weird. So I'm going to add a little bit of Shape Tape to lighten just a tad bit up, because I do like a brightened, highlighted area. Here I'm using the Real Techniques Beauty Sponge. My beauty blenders were all dirty, but I do love the Real Techniques as well. And I'm going to blend in the concealer, and then after that I'm going to melted in with my foundation so it looks kind of blended in as one. Moving on, Hourglass finishing powder. This is new to my collection, so I'm going to be testing it out. I'll let you guys know in a further video if I like it or not. But I'm just setting my under eyes in around the inner T-zone, so wherever I might get oily, just to set my face, but everywhere else I kind of leave it as is. Now I'm going to be using the e.l.f. brow kit for my brows in the dark color. This is great for those of you who already have a lot of brows. It just adds a little bit of color to the missing areas where I overplucked during the years. But for those of you who have no brows, I'd recommend a heavier formula like Anastasia Dip Brow or the Brow Wiz. But for me, this product works great, and it's only $3. Moving on, I'm using the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel to keep my brow hairs in place, and trust me, this stuff is amazing. Now I'm using the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette for the brow bone color, but any palette will do. It's just this one's my favorite. And what do you know, we're blending again. Moving on to the bronzer, I'm using Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer with my e.l.f. powder brush, and I'm going to bronze the outer perimeter of my face to match my bronze goddess body. Just kidding, I just finally got a tan. This has been a long time. Usually I'm always pasty white, so it's kind of a big deal now. Now I'm going into my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I'm using the light pink powder to brighten under my eyes and a little bit of the yellow down the bridge of my nose. And I'm taking my trusty stipple brush to blend everything in because I don't want any harsh lines. Moving on to Milani Luminoso blush, I'm going to add that onto my cheeks, and what do you know? I put too much on, and my trick to that is using a beauty blender or a sponge to push that into the skin, and usually it lightens it up and makes it look normal instead of looking like a clown. Now I'm taking my MAC flat definer brush, and I'm going to take my Masquerade palette in those two shades right there, and I'm going to tightline my waterline. This gives it a more of like a colored waterline look, which I love, and emphasizes your colors of your eyes. Now I'm going to take my pencil brush in the first color, and I'm going to blow out the lower lash line. Now I'm taking the Sugar Pill Lumi pigment, and I'm going to add that to the inner corners of my eyes. It's like a white pigment with blue reflex to it, so it gives my blue eyes a little bit of an oomph. Moving on to my lashes, I'm going to curl them, and then I'm going to add a mascara. This one is from MAC, but any mascara will do because we're going to be wearing some falsies. Don't mind my scary face as I apply mascara. For this look, I'm going to be using the Ardell Studio Effects lashes in Demi Wispies, and by the power of editing, I have them on. Now I'm going to use my Dose of Colors gel in black, and I'm going to tightline my lashes to hide the glue or any imperfections that I may have. You can make this look winged out if you like. You can make a thick liner. I'm just gonna do just a small one for today. Now I'm using the Marc Jacobs gel liner in black. I love this stuff. I add it to my waterline and it does not move at all. Now I'm moving on to my lips. I'm going to be using MAC Spice lip liner, and I'm going to apply that to the outer parts of my lips to give it a little bit of more contoured, emphasized look. I forgot I didn't highlight, so here I'm adding my Fort de France highlighter from NARS. Okay, back to the lips. I'm going to use my MAC Aloof lipstick, which I got for free for National Lipstick Day. And I'm going to apply a little bit of gloss. This is from the Dose of Color and Katie and Desi collection, but any gloss will do. But wait, I'm not done. I'm going to add a little bit of lipstick. It's a brighter nude into the middle just to give my lips a more plumpy look. I'm going to spray my face with Max Fix Plus, and this is going to set all the powder and make the skin look much more natural. And then I'm going to follow it with Scandinavia setting spray, which makes the makeup last up to 16 hours. And this is my finished makeup look. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you like this video. All the products that I mentioned are in the description box below. And until next time, bye!